Hello for the YouTubers, this is YouTube Moses here for my picks of the week from April 10th to the 16th. And I haven't been doing these videos a lot more often now just because I don't know how many people are watching these anymore and don't think it's that much worth it, but let's begin anyways. For Sunday I've watched Talk to Her, the foreign film, which is about a man who forms a relationship to a comatose person, which I thought was really weird, but as I keep watching it, he ends up raping her when she was still in her coma, which I find to be really screwed up. But there was this scene where he fantasizes about a movie where he's the shrinking man, and he goes on top of a giant naked woman, and a beautiful one, I might add, and that's a scene that always stuck out to me. Next one is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. This is one of those often watched films that I would keep on watching over and over again, and the more I watch it, the more I find video game references to Scott Pilgrim, and I've been watching a lot of other reviews that have referenced this movie, and it's unbelievable how much more stuff that I found out about it that I didn't know before. And this is the movie that also brought back sideburns for me, in case you haven't noticed them yet. Tuesday, I've watched Castaway starring Tom Hanks. And after watching this again after 2 years, I still find this to be an incredibly boring movie, the second most boring movie to me, behind Tora Tora Tora, and I still think that the volleyball or soccer ball, I don't know what type of ball it is, Wilson should have been nominated for an Oscar, even though it is an inanimate object. He's what really helped carry the movie. And there was even an SNL spoof with him in it, where Tom Hanks comes out of nowhere in this alien invading skit where he takes Wilson away and then just runs off. I don't know, I haven't watched it yet, but someone just brought it up for me. Wednesday, I've watched Black Swan, and this also stars Winona Ryder as this retiring ballet dancer, and the more older she gets, a lot harder she is, because when she was starting out in her career in an early age, she really looked like a boy and was even picked on by a bunch of guys back at her elementary school because they didn't know that she was a girl or not. But wow, she was attractive in Black Swan. And I'm a person that really likes to listen to opera music, and I normally listen to it whenever I drive to school. And like I said before, I'm a man of variety, and I often get tired of listening to the same FM radio songs, and that's just me. On Thursday, I've watched The Blair Witch Project. Now, I know a lot of people consider this to be a crappy horror movie with only a few horror parts at the end, but I like to watch this a lot as a comedy that I like to make fun of, and as one of those nature films that a lot of people make where there's a lot of shots of the great outdoors, films titled like Life or Earth. There's even a spoof of this movie titled The Tony Blair Witch Project, if you can ever find that one. Next one on Friday is Pulp Fiction. Now, my favorite scene from Pulp Fiction is the part where they're trying to give the adrenaline shot to Mia Wallace, Uma Thurman's character, and at one point Quentin Tarantino was going to play the role of Lance the drug dealer, but decided to drop out just to see how the role was going to go out. And for those of you that still don't know what a gimp is, it's a guy that's dressed in all black leather who's a sexual submissive guy who never leaves his cage or wants to be freed, so he's pretty much like a sexual torture toy or something, kind of like that. On Saturday, I've watched The Big Lebowski, And this is the limited edition bowling ball that's really hard to get now. Now, Chef Lebowski was really funny in this, but the one that steals the show was Walter, the Vietnam vet played by John Goodman. He stole the show whenever he appeared on screen. And I wish that there was a spin-off movie which mostly revolved around him and was going to be directed by the Coen brothers. Unfortunately, though, there's only going to be a short film that only Tara Reid is going to return as Bunny Lebowski, and the Coen brothers don't even have anything to do with it. So, that's all for my picks of the week. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be back later. Until then, this is Utah Moses, signing out.